everybody. This is Shelly from Shelly's Losing to Live. I am here to give the lowdown on my week 3 after having vertical sleeve gastrectomy with Dr. Korn at St. Luke's Bariatrics in St. Luke's Hospital in Boise, Idaho. I had that surgery on November 15th. Some facts about me. My age is 53. I'm about 5'5", and on the day of surgery, I weighed in at 247 pounds. Last week, I reported, actually, I don't remember what I reported. I think it was 226, and this week, today, December 7th, I am at 221, so another 5 pounds loss for a total of 26 pounds. That's 26 pounds in 3 weeks. I don't know how I've managed that, and yet I do know, because living on protein shakes and chicken broth and Jell-O would make anybody lose a lot of weight really fast. So yesterday I started the soft foods portion of my diet. I actually started it 2 days early. I just couldn't take it anymore. The thought of drinking a protein shake and another protein shake, they just were, it's so much sweet stuff, I just couldn't handle it. So anyway, I started yesterday, and my first foray into soft foods was an omelet with a little bit of cheese and a little bit of ham, and it was 1 egg. And while it was really nice to taste and chew something with some texture, that was a difficult thing to go down. Maybe a little too dry. I ate it all, and I didn't get sick, but you know, halfway through it was completely cold. That was kind of gross. So that's one thing you have to think about, eating foods that you would rather eat hot, that you're not going to have the time to, I mean, you're going to take too much time, and the food gets cold before you can totally get to the end. But, you know, at least it was food. I tried a couple other things. Probably the best thing that worked out for me was another egg, and I just made a deviled egg, and it was soft enough. I really enjoyed it. For dinner, I made a little tilapia with zucchini, and I wrapped it all up in foil as a foil dinner. And the zucchini was delicious, although there's no protein in zucchini. So I had to make myself eat the fish. It was only 2 ounces of fish. So I don't even know if this is okay to do or not, but I took some lemon juice and some garlic and a little bit of butter, and I made a sauce basically out of it, and poured that over the fish, and that helped. You know, overall for the day, I got in 60 grams of protein, which I really should probably shoot for a little higher than that, but I was pretty proud of myself that I managed to do that. Sorry, I'm sitting on the floor, a little uncomfortable. But I did do some things, like I put a couple tablespoons of unflavored protein powder in a sugar-free Jell-O pudding and mix that all up. And you know, it kind of changes the texture. This protein powder is pretty good because you really can't taste it, but the texture just gets a little weird. So I stuck it in the freezer for about a half an hour, and it kind of made almost like an ice cream, and I could eat it that way. And that added, you know, I think another 10 grams of protein there. And this morning, I started the day out with a poached egg, and the first bite was so good, but I don't know, that egg did not sit very well in my stomach, and so I'm just trying new things, but I'm trying not to get too creative too, because I don't want to get sick. I've been so fortunate in the past 3 weeks to never have once gotten ill. So the last thing I want to do is throw up because I hate doing that. So anyway, that's pretty much the extent of my weight loss for my journey, whatever you want to call it so far. We have a lot going on this weekend. My son, as I've mentioned in previous videos, if you've watched me, is preparing to go on a mission. He'll be in Virginia and he leaves next Wednesday. Actually, we're going to leave on Monday. We're going to drive down to Salt Lake City and I'll stay in a hotel for a couple of days, and we have to drop him off Wednesday morning, and he'll be gone for 2 years. But there's like an open house on Saturday, and life goes on, and so I had to try to come up with some hors d'oeuvres and some desserts and things like that to serve our guests that'll come over. And I discovered the one thing about me, that I'm a crafty person. I love to draw and I love to paint and I love to make cards and rubber stamping, and I'm actually a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. But one of the traditions that I have every year is, Christmas cookies, and I, debated, am I going to do Christmas cookies this year? Because I can't eat them, but then I got to thinking about it, and I thought, really, I don't usually make them to eat them anyway. I'm not really a sweets person. I just like the craft of decorating them. So today I'm going to make up some frosting and get to work on those sugar cookies that I made, and then I'll have them for my guests and also send some with my son, and then my husband can take some back to his office when he goes to work next week. So that's my plan for today. Anyway, I hope you all are having a great week, and I'm so happy I've gotten some new subscribers this week, and that makes me really happy that people are listening to my content and care enough to subscribe. And I appreciate you all and all the support you've given me in the last, it's been 6 months, I guess, since I started all of this. And I'm so excited to say that I'm on the other side of things and 3 weeks out, and I'm losing weight, and I have a ways to go still, but 221, I can't remember, well, the 2 teens, the last time I was in there was probably about 7 years ago, and that was like a blink and I was out of them again. So I haven't been under 200 pounds for, I was doing the math, it's been about 25 years. So I'm super excited that I'm definitely gonna get in those under 200 again, and getting my life back. So anyway, hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.